one question that I have had recently. My older brother just got married last week, and he got married in a Catholic church to a wonderful woman. But when my aunt and my mom were speaking afterwards, they were kind of lamenting that he didn't get some of the blessings that can come from being married in the temple. And my aunt was questioning whether or not she should have brought her kids to the wedding because it sets a bad example for her kids. It shows that they can be married outside the temple. But I guess, how do we be 100% happy for our family members or others that are not living the standards of the church without, compromising what we truly believe?
Okay, that's a great question.
Are we too judgmental if we lament that they aren't living those standards?
Your brother, and there are dilemmas in our lives all the time. Is this good or bad? And a lot of times it isn't the situation, but it's our reaction to the situation. Which is, some situations feel uncomfortable. And yet I've felt that we err on the side of love and compassion when someone chooses another path from ours. Because always we want to have a communication with that family member. So you think of your brother, he just married a girl. They'll probably have a family. That's your nieces and nephews. That's your parents' grandchildren. You want them at your Thanksgiving dinners. You want to exchange presents at Christmas. You want to celebrate birthdays with these people. You want to go to their ball games and their dance recitals and be part of their lives. You don't want to cut that off at the beginning, because there's so much joy in that ahead. Now, doctrinally, what happens when somebody isn't married in the temple it is sort of like the end of that section 2, isn't it? So at the end of section 2, what's the end of section 2? If it were not so, the whole earth would be utterly wasted. So we spend a whole lot of time sending missionaries out, doing temple work, gathering people in to Heavenly Father's family, into His covenant, so that the purpose of Jesus being born, bringing those promises to us, is not wasted. Now you have a family member who isn't a member of the church, and we're not going to go say to your brother, you've just utterly wasted your opportunity on the earth, because mortality is short and eternity is long. At some point, Heavenly Father gives everybody a chance to be gathered into the covenant. In the meantime, we convey that gospel message to them. It may be that your sister-in-law doesn't ever love the church. I'll give you one approach, and you can comment. So if this isn't resonating with you, please comment. We had some new friends move next door to us. They came from clear across the United States. They left their family. They quit their job. They just wanted to ski in Utah. So that's great. They're not members of the church. And they bought the house next door to us that was vacated by a couple that had been our neighbors for 35 years, and they left because they were so old they couldn't live there anymore. They were faithful Latter-day Saints. Now the mission field moved in next to me. But this couple, we met them, and we said, tell us your story, and why are you here? And we said, that's awesome. Did you know that you just moved to the epicenter of Mormondom? I said, no, that's in Salt Lake City. And we said, no, it's right here. Why is that? And I said, because we're devout Mormons. We love who we are. We love what we believe. And so we want you to know this is the epicenter for us of Mormondom. But mostly, we want you to love living here, because you came here with a real desire for a great experience, and we want to be part of that. We want you to enjoy being here. And if you need a garden rake, if you need an accountant, if you need anything, we want to help you have this be the best experience you've ever had. We want to be your best neighbors. And they said, okay, great. And then, as a favor to us, we asked one thing. when you have questions about the Latter-day Saints, we want you to ask us first. Because you're going to start getting questions immediately. We are? Yes, you are. You're going to be puzzled by our vernacular, our practices, our doctrine. It's going to hit you in the face really fast. Really? It really is. But mostly we just want you to love living here. And they have loved living there. They're like family to us now. We share Sunday dinners. We've spent holidays with them. They ask us questions about the church. You want the same thing with your sister-in-law. You want her to love being part of your family. And when she has questions, you want her to feel comfortable enough with you that she'll ask you. We want her to feel comfortable enough with your mother that she'll ask her. We want her to love your mother enough that when her baby has colic, she'll call her. But when she has a question about a recipe, she'll go to her first. That takes a lot of work, a lot of trust, and a lot of loving. So when that's your focus, then the judging there's no room for that.